today's video, everyone, I'm going to show you how to make a locked door which uses certain items that you choose to open it. So let's get started in this video. So step one, as you can see, I'm in my taco kingdom. So step one, there's this door that I've placed here earlier. So all you do is you find any door in your inventory. It can be literally any door, or even one that's already made into one of like the already made places. So step one, you locate your door. Now step two, what you need to do is you need to go into the inventory itself. You scroll down to devices. Oh, there's some early access, that's new. But then all you do is you want to scroll down to where you find you're going to need two things. So you're going to need a lock device, which is this. So we're going to equip this. And you also need a conditional button also, which if we scroll further down, here it is. So here is our conditional button. So now we've got our two objects. Right, so what we're going to do, we are going to attach this to the door. So I for some reason I always go with the lock first. So it doesn't really matter where you place it, but when it turns blue, that means obviously it is in a good spot for the device to recognize. So I always put mine on the left. It's just how it is. Okay, and then what we're going to do next is I'm going to get my conditional button, and I usually keep these the same size, but again, obviously you can adjust these to whatever size you want, and I'm going to put that on here as well. So I think that looks actually quite nice. So as you can see, we've got our conditional button. So this is what's required to go through the door to unlock it, and this is the lock device. So what I usually do, I go to the lock device first. Now go across one with your 4 lines. Initial door position closed. Yes, we want this closed. Visible during game. Now this is your personal preference. Me personally, I do like to have it off. Wait. It's just so I think it just looks a little bit more profesh. Now again, if you do have it visible, you can have it any color that you like, but again, because I'm not having it visible, I don't need to do that. So again, starts locked and hide interaction when locked. So again, just keep everything hidden. So that's okay. That's the only thing you have to do for your lock device. So what we're going to do now is we're going to go over to this conditional button. Now don't worry if it opens and closes as you're doing this. It really does not matter. So what we're going to do, we're going to have a look at some settings on here. So again, to your 4 lines. Activating team. Again, if you do want to change this, if you do have teams, a lot of people do red versus blue, etc. Then obviously you can change this to any team you want. But for this tutorial, I'm just going to keep it to any. Allow class, again, any. Again, you can change this if you wish, if you do have teams and things like that. Can only be used by owning team, other teams, things like that. Again, it's down to your own, it's down to your own personal preference. If you're doing like a hidden object game, or maybe like a spooky map or something like that, then I usually put can be used by all. So then it is a part, any team member can use it. Allow interaction, that's fine. Interaction time, again, I usually have them as an instant button, but again, if you want them to spend a bit of time, then also you can change that. And again, you can change the color of this also. Now, interact text. Now, usually, like the usual one they put with Fortnite is you need, if we're going to put in some apples, for example, so it'll say, you need apples, blah, blah, blah. But you can have your own custom text if you wish. Especially when there are missing items, again, you can have your own custom text. It's entirely up to you. You can change the icon, as you can see, to all these different ones also. Again, it's down to your personal preference. And what I usually do, disable after use. Now, basically, if your people, who are playing this, if they've already used the button and gone through the door, you can actually make it so the door permanently stays open, so they then don't have to go through the route of finding the objects again. That's what I usually like to do. So I will then press disable after use. I will turn that on. And again, remain unlocked after activation. Again, I will turn that on as well, so then people don't have to do it twice, because they might get a little bit frustrated and everything else. And it says, look here, so show key item. So it's only the items and then the icons. Now I usually go for only the items that are required. Now, number of key item slots. So this basically means, do you want one type of item for people to find to unlock the door? Do you want 2 slots? Do you want 3 slots? And I will put an image on the screen as well to what they look like also. So we'll just keep it for this tutorial for 1. And again, items required. This is where you can choose how many. So you can choose, just for example, if I go by like the apples, people have to find 1 apple, 2 apple, 3 apples, 4 apples, etc. Yeah, so we'll just put it to 1 apple. Consume items. So again, this is if you, once they've used it in the door, that then gets rid of it out of their inventory. It's up to you whether you do that. I usually switch that on, so then the items don't get muddled up, throughout the game, and it makes obviously it harder for people as well. All items required, yes. Require holding items. So that means basically, do they have to have it in their hand to interact with the button, or can it just be in your bag? So I usually press off because it can literally just be in their bag. But again, it's your personal preference. Enabled on game start, yes. Visible, yes, because they need to know obviously what they're gonna deposit. And again, this is the interaction radius, is whether if they have to be really up close to the button for it to work, or they can be a little bit further away. So I usually put they have to be right up to it. And again, show keycard directions. So if you want key cards to activate on this, this will obviously help the users actually to find where the key card is. And I usually have that switched off because I want to make it harder. So again, it's entirely up to you. It's whatever your creative flow is also. So pretty much I don't usually touch any more of these settings, to be honest. Again, if you do want to, once the items are out of their bag, if you do want to per door give them a score, then you can do that also. So that's that function there. But I do use accolades and trackers to create scores, so I don't usually worry about that. So then that's okay. Right, so as you can see, there is still a question mark. There is one more step I do like to do before I drop the item in, is if you go across and it says unlock when receiving from. This is the one you want, yeah? So I'll go for the top one, add. So select device, we're going to press this, and we've only got the conditional button. So just make sure, that you've, at the top, as you can see, customized lock device and then conditional button. Obviously, I've only got these 2 things in your map, but if you have more, then I would recommend you rename your top stuff so then you know what doors work, because it can get very confusing. So yes, conditional button, yes, and select event on activated, and okay to save. So pretty much when they've found the items, that then will unlock. So all you do, you can choose any items pretty much that you want. It's entirely up to you. So we're going to find something to drop in. Now, what I like to do is a little bit of a trick here. I do like to be directly above it a little bit. It just drops into the button easier. So all I do is we're going to go right up like this. We're then going to go back to our inventory and we're going to find something to drop inside. Now, I will then go down to consumables. Now, look at all this stuff here. You can literally choose whatever you want. Let's go for, I don't know. Let's go for a jewel. Let's go for a jewel. So all you do then is you see at the bottom of the screen it says drop. So we are going to drop that. And then as you can see, with the flashy music as well, as you can see now, it says required 1. Yeah, again, you can change that once it's already dropped in there. You can change that. So key item required. If you said you wanted, I don't know, 20 jewels, look, it now changes to 20. So this is a tutorial of how to create that open door. We're now going to show you it in action also to show you what is required as well. So here we go. So we are going to start game. Which, as you can see, I haven't really done much of this at all. I like class as my little tutorial island. So as you see, we're going to just fly down here. Now, I know we can obviously go around the door and things like that, but again, it's just, purpose is just to show you. So as you can see, here is the door. You cannot go through the door. It is locked. Now, as you can see, I have made that not visible. So again, you can have that visible if you wish. This is the lock device. As you see, it's not there. And as you can see, missing items, jewels. So as you can see, it needs 20, which we do not have. So that is the video. Now, the next video you will see on the channel, the tutorial, is how to place items in your world. So go check that video out. That is over here somewhere. I hope you guys enjoyed this today, and I hope that really explains it. Any other tutorials, anything you need to learn, how to do, etc., I'm willing to help you guys out. So please comment down below if you want to know how to do anything else. And I am at your taco service. So guys, enjoy the rest of your day, and if you love this, give it a like, subscribe if you want to see more, and check out all the other content. We have so much content on this channel, it's unreal. So guys, enjoy the rest of your day, and I'll see you in the next video.